Good morning, everyone. For today, I'll be making another video, and this is as what I promised to everybody. It's going to be all luxuries. Well, a couple of freebies as well. But anyway, this package came from Kunooz Thel from Master G, and just to share with everybody, the package arrived last 28th of May. Alright, as you can see over there, and the delivery is from Kunooz Thel, and it's a big box because as what I have promised, majority of the items that I'll be presenting are luxuries. Alright, so let's check on the delivery details, because for this package, just to share with everybody, I didn't pay any customs taxes or any particular fee. So supposedly I should have done this video 2 days ago, unfortunately, but I was a bit busy. Alright, so let's check first for the details. So let's see. So for the declaration, well, it seems that Seth actually did an excellent job on declaring it. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so for this particular item, just to share with everybody, I don't know how Seth did this, but thank you. Alright, and same as for brother G. Okay, as you can see, it's actually 2 kilos, and I'm quite surprised that for this particular package, the customs fee and taxes is 0. So this is the second item that I received from them that I didn't actually had to pay for anything. So to avoid further delays, let's start opening it. Alright, so let's see. It's a big box, and I'm a bit excited on opening it because it's already been delayed. Alright, so I'm still expecting a couple of packages coming from the Our Empire, and I'm still checking on the details for those timepieces. Alright, so it's a big box, so let's open it. Well, that's what I always do. Let's open it in front of the camera. Alright, so let's check. Alright, so first are the free watches that I got from them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this timepieces, basically the shipping fee that I actually paid is roughly around 4,000 plus, so it's a bit expensive. That's in Philippine peso, because it's a lot. It's actually plenty. So there's 1, here's 2, then we have the case. Alright, well, I'm not quite sure how I'll be arranging this. Just give me a second, so that everything will be in on camera. Alright, so let's arrange it a very nice way, so that those are the items. Alright, so probably you guys won't see me anymore. Alright, so let's see. So as you can simply notice, alright, let's leave a little space over there so that you guys could see me. So here it is. Alright, so the box is empty. Alright. So we're talking about 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items, which we will be featuring today. So let's put it one item at the side. Alright. So we have plenty. So like what I usually do, I start with the basic ones. Alright. And just to share with everybody, if you guys have noticed, because I have received a couple of messages stating that it could have been much better if I edit my video, add up some music on the background besides the one that I'm using, or probably have it edited so that it will become a bit more enticing. But for just to share with everybody, the reason why I'm not doing that is because I want for everybody to see that I'm doing the items on real time, and I'm not the type of person who would basically edit my videos, because I want things to be realistic. Alright, so I'm doing this real time. If I make a mistake, well, it's in the video. Alright, so everything that I'm sharing with you are basically stored knowledge. So the specs, the details, those are the stuff that I basically know on those watches. So let's start with the freebies. All right. Well, just to recognize the efforts of Kunooz Thel, I really like the new cases. All right. Well, it's nice. And how do you open this one? All right, here we go. And the case seems to be perfectly secured, so I still have to figure out how to open this. Seems that Seth doesn't actually want the items to be open. Oh, here we go. So it's basically from the side here. All right, got it. So you have to jiggle it a little bit. All right, so here it is for the first item. This is the lean watches. These are the giveaways that Brother G is giving out on his live. So these are digital watches. All right, as you can simply notice. So this timepieces would probably be given to a couple of people here in Japan. So let's check light function. Well, it has a light function, but since that it's morning, you can't barely see it. All right. So for this free watches, build seems to be good, and it says over here water resistant. All right. So those are the lean watches. Okay. So I'll have this set up probably later. All right. Because the main focus for today is on the luxuries, but I'm featuring these watches to be fair to other viewers, so that they would have an idea on what to expect when they receive their free items. So there's one, there's two. All right, the first one is I think it's something like a military camouflage for desert, and then for this one it's basically for night design. It's also camouflage. So there's two, and this is actually for a green. So basically probably it's actually for, it would look nice if you're actually on a forest or something, for let's say certain type of games that might actually end up your watches getting scratched. So well, this one is something different because this is the freebie that my wife actually acquired, and this is from the luxury watch that she bidded and I paid for it, right? So this is the watch. It's a Fitron timepiece. Focus it a little bit. There you go. All right. So that's the timepiece. All right. It's elegant. It has natural stones on it. Build is solid. And let's check for its case diameter. Let me just get my caliper here. Alright. So for this particular timepiece, size is, let's check, it's 31 millimeter, right? That's the case diameter. And for the thickness, it's 0.7, basically it's roughly around, let me double check that. Here we go. So basing it, it's 8.5. All right, let me just show you guys. All right, so it's 8.5 millimeter, and it has a solid build. Strap looks excellent, and well, it basically looks like aluminor. All right. Yeah, basically it looks like a panerite. It's more of a panerite design. All right. So that's for the freebies that I have received. But basically, this Fitron, Brother G is actually selling it. So I just got it for free because of the luxury items. I believe it was the new cheap that my wife bidded on why she actually got this. Haven't checked on the tracker on where she got this one. Okay, so let's just put it back properly. Then later I'll be doing the adjustments for the timepiece. Alright, so that she can wear it. Alright, so for the freebies, there you go. There's 4 of them. Alright, so let's move now to the luxuries. Alright, so let's see. Oh, by the way, this is one of the freebies for actually bidding a lot from Brother G. So as what he stated, this is made out of leather. Alright, so it's a card holder, right? So this comes in handy for proximity cards for work. So if ever, let's say you're working on an office and you have your proximity card, all you have to do is tap it on the door. It basically logs you in, or probably notifies the IT that you're already in the premises or the vicinity. So thank you for this freebie, Brother G. Alright, so let's move on to the next item. Let's start with the domino. Alright, so for our first item, it's the domino. This is the friendship watch that Brother G has, and now I have. And he basically promised Marvs that he will be looking for another one of these so that Marvs can have one as well. Alright, so let's open it, and here we go. So it's a Rado inspired timepiece. As what Brother G told me before, this particular timepiece is scratch resistant. Majority of the features is similar to Arado Diastar, and like Sveston. Alright, Sveston is made out of 18 karat tungsten, and for this, as what I can see here, it's 23 karat electroplated, and it's a Swiss timepiece. Alright, so there you go. It's like Arado, but the brand is Domino. Alright, so let's check the timepiece. For the box inclusion, it's beautiful, and we do have the service warranty together with the manual and the watches that they're offering. So majority of the watches, as far as I can see over here, are luxury inspired timepieces. Okay, so that's for the box inclusion. So it's basically here. Now let's check for sizing. By the way, the timepiece that I'm wearing right now, it's the Hugo Boss Oceans Edition. Alright, the ones that are actually being featured, I got it from the Our Empire. Alright, so let's check for the sizing. Here we go. So for the timepiece itself, basing it, there you go. It perfectly fits my wrist. Alright, so let's check for its size. For the case diameter, it's actually, let's see, what the, well, that explains it. Case diameter is 40 millimeter. Alright, and for the thickness, it's 1 point, it's basically 1 point, it's 13.5 millimeter. Alright, so for this timepiece, it's heavy. It has a solid build, as you can see. It's shiny, and it's scratch resistant. It's sapphire crystal. Alright, so if you guys are going to ask me about what can I say about the brand itself and the watch, it's, well, for me, it looks elegant, and well, I could definitely tell you guys that for the watch itself, well, I like it. It's just like one of my best selections for a micro brand. So there you go. For its build, well, it's solid, so I like it, to be honest. Thank you for this one, Brother G, for the friendship watch that we both have. Okay, so as far as I know, Brother G mentioned before that the only persons who actually have that timepiece is just the two of us. So let's see what's next. Let's go to my wife's timepiece. This is it. Well, all right, here we go. So here you go. So I guess that logo represents Versace. All right, so it's versus Versace. So let's check it out. And here is, well, let's open it this way. And here is the timepiece. All right, so let's put it here and then here. All right, so for this particular timepiece, just to share with everybody, that's the watch, and I believe it's also being featured in Jam's Posh. All right, they're also selling this timepiece For the spec details for this watch, just to share with everybody, it's on mesh straps, so no worries about adjustments. Okay, and this particular timepiece actually cost, let me just show it there, it's barely 400 dirhams. All right, so this is the design of the watch. All right, there you go. Well, that explains why I haven't bidded it with Gems Posh, because I already have it. So let's check the box inclusions. I like the way it's being designed. So we do have here the service warranty. All right, and Brother G hasn't placed in anything yet, so it would come in handy if Marbs would personally put it there. And the manual. All right, it's basically thin, that's what I could say. All right, so there you go. That's for our first luxury for today. So let's check on the spec details for this watch. All right, so that's the Versace, as what I can see here. It's under a mesh strap, and checking on its quality, well, usually luxury watches are already sapphire, so I'm not quite sure about this one. Right, but probably if it's not sapphire, it could actually be a reinforced mineral glass, just to share. All right, so build is solid, and as what I can see here, let's check for the details. It's water resistant. All right, for 50 meters. All right, there you go. So let's check it further. All right. Let's remove it here. All right. So for my wrist, probably it won't actually fit nicely because, well, as what I mentioned before, my wrist is actually for roughly around 45 to 50 piece diameter. So there you go. That's how it looks like. Well, for this watch, men could actually wear it, as far as I could see. Yeah, it's like it's a unisex watch. All right. So let's see. For this particular timepiece, for its case diameter, it's 38. Yeah, so just a piece of advice, probably this is a unisex watch, and for its width, right, its thickness, it's at 9 millimeter. So probably it's a unisex, so you could also wear, well, guys could also wear this timepiece. All right, so let's move on to our next timepiece. Well, I won't be putting into focus on this particular timepiece because, well, everybody knows that Versace is a luxury timepiece. So this is for my wife, just to share with everybody. It's not mine. All right, so that's the watch. It actually pairs in quite nice with a gold. All right, so there you go. Versus Versace. All right, so my wife actually has an outfit from top to bottom, a couple of them. So sometimes I make fun with her by saying that she's Mrs. Versace, Mrs. Gucci, Mrs. Vuitton, because she likes wearing luxury brands. So let's move on to the next item. Let's leave that one for last. Right? So for the next item, it's the police. All right. So for this item, I'm actually expecting for it to have a watch and a wallet. All right. It's a bid that I made from Brother G, and well, there's a saying, I'm not quite sure if it's true or not, but my wife basically insists on having something inside the wallet if it was given to you. So let's check how much they placed in. All right. So, well, I'm hoping that, well, for Brother G, just to be honest, 1 dirham would be perfectly nice. All right. So for the wallet, so it would be lucky. All right. So let's begin. All right. This is the police, and let's check the timepiece. All right. Here we go. So there's the wallet, and then there's the timepiece. So let me just get something for the quality check. Let's see, where can I find one of those? Here we go. Well, I think this one doesn't have any fluids on it. Okay, so sorry if I actually have to step out for a second. So for this particular timepiece, this is the police, so let's focus first on the wallet. Alright, so this is the wallet that I got from him, and basing on what he said, it's pure leather. So let's check out. Alright, this is the wallet, and here's the lighter. You can see, voila, it didn't crumble. So basically it's pure leather. All right, so let's check once more. Yep, it didn't crumble. Thank you, Brother G. Oh, by the way, let's check on how much did Brother G put on it. So let's see. First window. What's this? So we have 1, 2, 3. Second window, nothing. It's the accessory branding something. So let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it seems that they Brother G missed out putting something on it. So basically, for the expectation, it's different. But anyway, it's already here. I already opened it. So there's nothing inside it. So well, I'm not quite sure if it will affect anything for the wallet itself. So this is for the wallet, and then let's move on the second one. So this is the timepiece. All right, so let's feature it further. That's the police timepiece. All right. So for the total cost of the item, I actually pay on the market, it's actually for, if you're going to check the mall price, it's 625 dirhams. And upon checking on this timepiece, it says here that it's 30 meters or 30 ATM, so that's 30 meters water resistant. And for the glass itself, checking on it, it's mineral glass, right? So that's the timepiece. It's a bit elegant, that's what I can see. And checking it on my arm, right? There you go. Let's flex it a bit. There you go. So it perfectly fits my arm right there. So let's check for its case diameter. Checking on the case diameter of this particular item, it's at 38 millimeter. For the thickness, it's 7.5 millimeters, so it's slim, alright, and it's a little bit heavy. No, well, quite impressed that it's for its thickness, it has weight on it. So it only means that the materials for this particular item is a solid build, if you can see on the strap. Alright, so I like it. Alright, well, I'm just a little bit surprised that they forgot to put something on the wallet as what they have promised. So, well, probably I'll get in touch with Brother G to inform him. So for the box inclusion, it actually has its service manual, and I guess this is also the warranty for this item. I like the box. Alright, the box itself is nice. So this would come in handy for display. Alright, so that's the timepiece, that's police. Now let's move on to the luxury timepieces. So for this one, I guess everybody knows this. It's a small box, right? It's a briefcase. So you could actually bring it anywhere you want. So probably if you're on an airport, you could actually carry it like this, just like a hand carry. Alright, so let's avoid further delay. This is one of the two luxury timepieces that I was looking forward on getting. So here's the review. This is the Certina DS Diver. There you go. So it's a luxury watch. So let's check for the inclusions. Well, that's what it looks like. Alright, well, let's put it on the side a little bit for the strap. Alright, so that's what it looks like, just to share with everybody. So for the inclusions for this timepiece, we have the spare lugs are empty, as what you can see there. Usually for the spare lugs, it should be included. They've already placed it on the strap, so probably Brother G tested it. Alright, so this is where it should be for the spare lugs. Alright, so well, probably I'll be changing it to well, probably I could actually have this one checked out, but just to share with everybody, this is the timepiece. Alright, you could see it over there. Let's focus it a bit. Alright, there it is. Okay, so if you could simply notice. Alright, so focusing it a bit. Alright, so this is actually the item. Alright, here we go. So that's for the mesh strap. Let's check. So for the mesh strap, it's a butterfly deployed lock. And then for the timepiece itself, well, let's check on what other inclusions it has first. All right. So it has the service manual, and it has the, well, I think this is the service warranty for this watch. Warranty conditions. Alright. So here it is. These two are the booklet and then the card. So let's put that there. So let's check the watch. So here we go. Oh, here it is. Here's the warranty card. Alright, I'll cover this one. Okay. So there's the timepiece. You could see it's a DS Action, and it says here that it has 80-hour power reserve, 20 bar, and it actually has a rotating bezel. Alright, if you could actually see it there, the item was basically taken, or it was basically been purchased on the what's this? Oh, there you go. It's actually the 28th, not 28th. Oh yeah, 28th of March 2021. So definitely for this particular timepiece, if you could simply notice, this is a new one. Alright, so it's a limited timepiece, and it says over here that the actual pricing for this timepiece, it's for, let's focus it a bit, 2,900 dirhams. So it's a luxury watch. Alright, so let's check, since that it's on NATO strap, let's check on its fitting. So recently I've been trying to get NATO straps to actually check out on how it feels, because majority of my watches are actually on steel and only few on leather. So there it is. So let's put it a bit here. There you go. So that's what it looks like. Alright, so that's the timepiece, just to share with everybody. Alright, let's focus it a bit. So this one is, it has a rotating bezel. Alright, it's crispy, so it means that it has quality on it. Let's check. So supposedly it should be on 60. Let's set it up that way. Alright, so there it is. Alright, so that's the watch. Alright, so let's check for its spec details. Just give me a second. Alright, let's change the music a little bit. So basically this is a pH 200 meter water resistant timepiece. It has a date window. Alright, it's automatic, so let's wind it. So it's actually it has a screw in lock. Alright, so let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So winding it 30 times is what I have been advising everyone for automatic watches. So there you go. As you can see, it's already moving. Alright, so that's the luxury watch that you have in front of you right now. Alright, so for this particular timepiece, let's check on a few of the details. Let's put it up a little bit. here. Okay, so for this timepiece, as you can see on the back of it, it has a barcode. All right, so it's basically new. All right, and checking on this timepiece, it says 200 meters, 660 feet, and you could actually see Donatello, all right, from Ninja Turtles at the back of it. All right, so for this timepiece, I like it, and just to share with everybody, all right, this particular timepiece, it's ISO 6425 certified, all right, and assuming, all right, on the spec details for this watch, based on my personal knowledge, right? For its case width, it's roughly around 43 millimeter. We'll be checking that out in a few seconds. All right, so let's adjust it a little bit going down. Okay, here we go. So we have it on perfect spot. So let's check case diameter. For what my assumption? Yep, got it perfectly. So that's 43 millimeter, right? And for its thickness, it's 12 supposedly. There. So I got everything correct for the spec details. So it's a 200 meter water resistant, and if you could simply notice, for the glass, it's anti-reflective sapphire, and it's a little bit up, so it's a low type, right? So I like it. Alright, so this will be a very good addition to my selection. And for the bezel itself, as far as I could actually see, well, there's a specific word for its bezel, as far as I know it. It's an enamel, I think. It's an enamel bezel. Here you go. Enamel bezel. Right? Because it's like a flat yet a scratch-proof bezel, as what I could simply notice. It seems like it has a glass on top of it as well, and it has well, it has a luminous marking, and supposedly it's under super luminova. Well, it's actually there you go. Basically, see it. It has a super luminova. That's actually one of the features that most luxury watches have right now for Certina, Tissot, and other timepieces. Right? It depends. So, well, that's the timepiece. That's the Certina DS Diver limited edition. So I've already received mine. Thank you very much, Brother G. Thank you very much, Kunooz Thel, for well, letting me bid on this particular briefcase. Alright, so now let's move on to the next timepiece. So for the next one, it's the most expensive one in the package. So it's a Mido. Alright, so just to share with everybody, I trust Kunooz Thel for me to actually bid with them for doing transactions for a huge amount of money, right? Same as with our Empire. So I do know that everybody's quite aware that Mido is already a luxury watch. So let's dig in a little bit further. Box itself, it's a bit heavy. Alright, So let's check for the inclusion. So supposedly this particular item actually has a free travel bag, and I'm still expecting it from Brother G, from the supplier, because they missed out on adding it on the package. So here it is. There you go. All right. So let's change the music. Change it to a different one. There we go. For just $67, you can make it. All right. So that's the Mido Commander. All right. So it's a luxury timepiece, just to share with everybody. All right. Let's skip this one. All right. So there you go. That's the Mido Commander, right? One of the most expensive watches. It's actually one of the expensive watches for the entry level, for the high-end luxuries. So it's heavy, and let's check on what's inside the box. Let's check this one. Let's pull it out using the caliper, because I don't want to damage the box pulling it out. Well, it seems that I can't actually pull it. Let's use a different item for getting it. Well, I have my toolbox for just the watches beside me. So let's get something to actually pull it out. I don't want to basically damage the inclusion, so let's try using a couple of stuff over here, plastic. Well, that doesn't actually work. Let's try using this one instead. Okay, so as what I mentioned, I have a complete set of tools to maintain all of my timepieces here at home. So let's check. It's a bit tight. That explains it. Well, for this particular item, for its warranty card, alright, if you could simply notice, this was purchased last 11th of April 2021, right? You can see it over there. That's the complete details, and this is the 2-year international warranty for Mido. Alright, so let's just put it here at the side. That's how it's supposed to be placed. It's not supposed to be placed flat, it's supposed to be placed sidewards. Alright, now let's check the timepiece itself. So it's another luxury watch. Alright, let me just put it here for a second, so that I could basically compare it with another luxury watch later on the review. Alright, so this is the timepiece. It has a solid build on it. There you go. So that's the Mido Commander. Alright, so for this particular timepiece, as far as I know, it's caliber 13 1/4. Alright, and it has 25 jewels. Alright, date day chronograph with a small second hand on its timepiece, and well, for the caliber diameter, basing it on what's inside for it, it's 30.40, and well, I believe that it has a power reserve for 66 hours. Alright, so that's the timepiece. It's the Mido Commander. Alright, there you go. Alright, So I hope you guys actually have a very good look at it, right? So it's caliber 60, all right? That's how I actually see it. And checking on its back, it says over here that it's sapphire crystal and it's water resistant for five bars. So it's 50 meter, 165 feet. All right. So for that, there's the timepiece. It's not focusing. I want it to be focused. Well, it's because it's reflecting. There you go. So for its dial, it's actually it has an anthracite color design. There you go. That's more better. That's a timepiece. So um, for this particular timepiece, its case diameter, it's around, well, it's 43 millimeter, and for its thickness, it's basically 16 millimeter. All right, so it has 25 jewels on it, and if you could simply see on the indication at the bottom, it's Swiss made. All right, so for the strap, it's very thick and it's heavy. And checking for the costing for this item, as what I mentioned to everybody, it's already a luxury timepiece. So the mall price for this item, let's focus it there, it's 7,400 dirhams. So it's expensive. So if we're going to compare it to a similar timepiece that I have here, let's pull out the other luxury timepiece that I have. All right. So this is the Mido Commander. There you go. So let's bend it a little bit. There you go. So let's put it near that. All right. So that's the Mido Commander. Focusing it. All right. That's better. And this is the Tag Heuer Carrera. So it's nearly similar to one another, right? So this one, I got this from the Our Empire, and then this one is from Kunooz Thel. So just to be fair with 2 pages, I actually took 2 watches, a high-end luxury with both of them, just to show, just to be fair to everybody. All right, because I do support the 2 pages. Both of the hosts are my friends. That's Master G and Thomas. All right, so this is the luxury watch that I would definitely recommend to their viewers, all right, because it's quality. So there you go. Just to avoid having further doubts, it says Mido Commander. All right. So mall price is at 7,400 US dirhams, and basically it's an expensive timepiece to start with. So let's put it here. So that basically provides everybody with the details for the new luxury timepieces that I have received. So here we go. So probably that particular timepiece will add up to this particular collection. Alright, so everything is on luxury. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching this video, and here are the other timepieces that I have for the Ferrari, the CAT, and stuff. And for the other watches, it's also here. So as what I mentioned before, I'm not a reseller. All of the timepieces that I'm dealing is actually for personal use. The watches, the luxury watches that my wife has, she has it on her own set of collections. So, well, one more thing, I just wanted to invite everyone to actually join my event. That's the 2K run. All right, it's for the Our Empire. So please do subscribe and like my page, right, or my channel in YouTube. So once that the subscriber reaches 2,000 subscribers, I'll be giving out one luxury timepiece to one lucky viewer, and then there's going to be a second event which will be exclusive for Jams Posh. That's for that 2.5K run. That's 2,500 subscribers, and I'll be giving out one luxury watch exclusive for the Jams Posh community. And then the final, which is the 3K run, that's 3,000 subscribers, which will be for Kunooz Thel. It's going to be an exclusive event for the 3 pages. So if I were you guys, I would basically like, share, and follow those 3 pages so that you will be recognized by their community, and it gives you one of the requirements to join in the event. So just like, share, and follow. I guess that's not too hard to actually do. All you have to do is click on the 2 buttons on their Facebook page, and that's it. And just basically enjoy watching every live, so they would recognize you, and if you like something, you could also bid for it. And let's see what else. So also please like and share Ninong Tomas. All right, basically all 3 pages are in the alliance, and the CEO group is actually recognizing those 3 pages for support. So I hope everybody enjoyed this particular review, and once again, thank you, Brother G, thank you, Seth, thank you for the Kunooz cartel community, right? So once again, it's me, Mr. Kobayashi, making this unpackaging video at 10:20 in the morning on Sunday. And then after this, I'll be heading out for work once more. So thank you very much, guys, and have a great day. All right, God bless to everybody. Enjoy watching. And by the way, for my next review, it's going to be for, I believe, the Our Empire. I'm just waiting for their package to arrive, and that particular shipment is pure luxury. All right, so have a great day, guys. Cheers.